Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Lachey and I'm back to you with another video, which I haven't been in a really long time, and I apologize for that. So if you have previously watched any of my videos, you normally know me to be so goofy and silly and happy all the time, which I normally am. But this video is going to be a little bit different. I guess I feel like I owe you guys an explanation because I keep on start and stopping my YouTube videos. And yeah, so pretty much just to fill you guys in on what's been going on with me, because I haven't spoken to you guys since before November or in November last year or whatever. There was a lot going on with me before I started my YouTube channel back up that first time. Pretty much I was going into college for the first time, and I was pretty stressed out because I was going through a lot. To stop being so vague, I mean, my birthday's in July, so 3 days after my birthday, I had an incident with my ex-best friend. This person I've known since middle school, since 8th grade. We were really cool, everything was great, but somehow he felt like it was okay to violate me and in the process rape me, and that's still not okay. I really don't want to cry about it, and I'm not going to go into detail because I'm thinking about putting up a video to show you guys that it's okay to talk about things like this even if you are emotional about it. Okay, so after that situation happened with my ex-best friend, I went off to school, and it was still a little bit stressful even after that happened because I was having some emotional mental issues because of that incident. I was dealing with that, but I was trying to hold it back because I don't really like to show my emotions like I once said. Anyway, we're not going to go too much into detail. When I went off to school, then everything was great when I first got there, I guess. I mean, I had people I knew when I got there because of orientation. You know, we were just kicking it, being silly and childish because that's what you do when you go off to college, because you got freedom now and your parents aren't there to watch you. But everything was great. We attended some parties, we had some fun, and then classes started, things were great. And everything was fine. I started my YouTube channel back up because I felt like you guys needed to be there with me, and I felt like my YouTube channel would make me happier the way I used to be before everything, you know, changed for me. Then in the midst of me doing my YouTube channel, finals were happening and everything was getting really stressful, so I was slacking maybe like 1 or 2 weeks off, which is pretty normal, I guess. But on that second week or whatever, when I stopped posting, I found out that my father passed away while I was in school, and that was like one of the most devastating feelings I've ever had in my life. And I'm still not past that, nor am I past the first incident. I don't know, you just can't really ever let a parent go without feeling some type of way. It's not normal for you to let it go and feel nothing after something like that happens. I don't know, when my grandmother told me, I thought that it was the end of the world, because it pretty much was for me. And then, I mean, the first day I showed emotion, and the day after I found out, I pretty much didn't really talk much. I was pretty much to myself. I went to go see my boyfriend, and we were just cuddling, and he was trying to comfort me because he knew I was sad, but I wouldn't say anything about it. And I was pretty much like that for the entire week until his funeral came up. I didn't go back to school for like that entire week because I couldn't deal with being that far away, knowing that my father was now gone and I would never see him again. Okay, and then for that week I was pretty much numb until the day before his funeral. I was laying in my aunt's house because I didn't want to be at home. My aunt was trying to cheer me up because she knew I was sad too. Yeah. Sorry guys. But she knew I was sad too. She was trying to cheer me up. So me and my boyfriend stayed over her house for a weekend, I guess. And then the next day my father's funeral came or whatever, and that was like the worst thing I've ever experienced. Like, it was worse than the first incident I just told you about. I don't think it hit me for real until I got out of the little van that everybody was in, and they actually said, okay, it's time to walk in. I was okay until I like walked up to the casket, and then I just started bawling. I couldn't even pretend like it was an issue anymore. But a while after, maybe like an hour or so into the funeral, I finally stopped crying so much, and I was numb again. And you know what, I'm gonna stop going into detail because that's a whole nother video by itself. But anyway, after the whole funeral happened, I finally went back to school. I did my finals and I came back home, and I was stressful too because I didn't have a job, so I didn't have money, and I don't like not being able to fend for myself. Even when I was living with my mom, I didn't like not being able to fend. I didn't like not being able to fend for myself is what I meant. So my aunt helped me find a job, and I was a server, which was a really crazy and fun experience for the time being. I did not know you can make that much money as being a server. But I didn't really want to be one for real, so that's not what I'm doing now. Because like, oh my god, my feet like every day would hurt so bad. Like, I couldn't even fake like my feet didn't hurt. I would wake up in the middle of the night and just be like waddling to the bathroom because I can't walk straight because my feet hurt so bad. And it took me like a month after serving for my feet to actually be normal again, for them to not hurt like they were when I was working at the restaurant. Anyway, I quit that, and now I'm working at a car dealership in the call center, which is pretty cool. You know, I'm sitting on my butt all day, so I don't gotta worry about my feet. You get to talk to a lot of customers. Sometimes the conversations be so funny, but you can't laugh at them on the phone. Anyway, we're not gonna go into detail about that either. I met some really cool people, and I'm really glad I met them because they're a part of making me happier the way I was before I left for school, before everything happened before I left for school. But yeah, in January, before I left the restaurant, anyway, I skipped that part. In January, before I left the restaurant, I was going through some stuff at home. Like, there was a lot going on with my mom and my stepdad, so I ended up moving in with my aunt. I'm not gonna say which aunt because you don't need to know who, but she's important. You guys might see her in a later video sometime. But I moved in with my aunt. I was living with her for like 3 months, and if you like, when you meet her, you're gonna figure out that she's one of my best friends. She's crazy, and she literally lives in the same neighborhood as me, which is how I found my apartment, which I'm in at the moment. Oh my god, my nose. Sorry. But I finally found my apartment after 3 months of living with her. And now it's just me and my boyfriend, who I've been with for the past 2 years, which is awesome because he supports me through everything I've been through. I appreciate him a lot. Is that it? I think that might be it. You just found out I live in my own apartment, which is the good big news. So yeah, that's that. That's pretty much my life update at the moment. And there will be more to come from me. If you have any questions, any comments, just put it down below in the comment box. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Doc says bye.